Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. Today we're going to do Q&A, I think. I have a few, what I wanted to do today is I have a few follow-up Qs from the last Q&A, or the last few Q&As, and I just wanted to get to those, so it's going to be a few less questions. A main one, and actually I got this from a few people, is in addressing rosacea, and they asked if it was possible to suggest a routine with my products for someone with rosacea sensitive skin. So that can get tricky because, again, first and foremost, see your doctor and dermatologist. If it's true rosacea, if it's redness and sensitivities and a little bit of cuperose or descendant capillaries, that's a different story. But if it's true rosacea, you do need to get treatment for that. And then, you know, once that's sort of under control, start using specific products and doing certain things that allow your sort of rosacea to stay like just blah, plain. Anyway, first and foremost, Hydrate facial serum. As long as you are not sensitive or allergic to anything in this, this will be your best friend. Organic aloe, organic vegetable glycerin, hyaluronic acid, touch of vitamin C, but not enough, and not in the acidic form of ascorbic acid, cucumber, tamarind, passion flower, hexapeptide. Am I missing anything? Willow bark. Not drying, not dehydrating, no fragrance, no essential oils, soothing, not occlusive, not going to trap in heat in the skin. Yummy, delicious. I just spit. I'm super excited about this. But Hydrate. Hydrate in my line whenever somebody has rosacea prone skin. I would say not necessarily rosacea skin or sensitive skin, or again, descendant capillaries or heat in the skin. Hydrate facial serum. Big fan of this. Hydrate Mist, not as much because it does have that hibiscus hydrosol. The ingredients in it are great. That hibiscus hydrosol though might be a little astringent and a little more active for somebody with rosacea. So between the two hydrates for a sensitive rosacea prone skin, Hydrate facial serum. I mean, slather it all over your body. It's just perfect. So, et voila. Both of my cleansers right now, which is the treatment cleanser and the balm cleanser, I would lean more towards the balm cleanser for a rosacea prone skin. The only problem is you're gonna wanna remove it with a warm, wet washcloth. That heat and that friction isn't necessarily something I would gear a rosacea prone skin towards. So while it will feel nice and soothing and hydrating and cooling on the skin, the removal is not going to be as friendly for a rosacea prone skin. But by the time you see this, the new cleanser might be out, the Matinee Gel Cleanser. Again, if you are not allergic to anything in that, and I do stress that because sometimes people say they're reacting to something and then they find out they actually are just allergic to an ingredient in there, and it keeps happening. So if you can sort of figure that out, this cleanser is going to be great. You can use it with a lukewarm water. You're never going to be inducing tons of heat into the skin. You can rinse it off. You don't need a washcloth with it. So again, no friction. There's a touch of salicylic, just to be a really nice anti-inflammatory and exfoliating agent, but it's not going to stay on the skin long, so it's not going to irritate. And it's in such a small percentage, we don't even have to, you know, call it as a drug. So it's not going to exacerbate any of that. There's chamomile and there's cucumber, there's aloe again, there's glycerin. Gentle surfactants that are buffered back so it's not foaming. It's just a really great, unscented, no aromatic extracts, no essential oils, no fragrance, non-foaming, water-soluble gel cleanser that you can use with a lukewarm water. That will be perfect. If you're not sensitive or allergic to anything in it, this will be a great cleanser for a rosacea-prone sensitive skin. So that and Hydrate will be the two like. Then the other two things in my line that I would gear you towards would be the Performance Cream and the Etoile Original. Super benign. No, you know, there's peptides in here, 3% peptide, so there are actives, but there's no actives in the way of acids or retinols or essential oils or things that are going to exacerbate. So this is CoQ10 and vitamin E and vitamin C, but it's such a small percentage of a fat-soluble vitamin C. Sweet almond and cranberry seed and evening primrose and sea buckthorn and argan and marula, rosehip. What else am I missing? I think that's it. Unscented again, no essential oils, no fragrance, no aromatic extracts. Soothing, soothing, soothing. Mix it with the Hydrate, apply it that way. Mix it into the performance cream, apply it that way. I just did a video actually about the multiple uses of this. So you could take a look at that and sort of the way I mixed it with the performance cream and Hydrate and the Étoile Original by itself are great uses for a sensitive rosacea prone skin to use after that matinee gel cleanser. So that would sort of be those 4 products. You have the matinee gel cleanser, the Hydrate facial serum, Étoile Original facial oil, and the performance cream. Unscented, no essential oils, no aromatic extracts, nothing active and aggressive, no acids, no retinols, no high percentages of vitamin C. Things that are going to be soothing and healing and barrier repairing and cooling to the skin. Again, I will finish by saying check in with your doctor. Check in with your doctor. Dermatologist is going to be your best bet. Anyway. So, there's that. Okay, next question, follow-up. If you do have a damaged skin barrier, what is the best way to build that back up? Also curious if you like using creams as moisturizers. Should I put an oil-based retinol on top or underneath? I've heard retinol should go under. Okay, so a few things. First, let's deal with the retinol comment because of mine being in a retinol oil. If you have, so again, you can use something like the Hydrate facial serum and the retinol oil, and that together is the water oil component of the skin. You don't necessarily need a separate moisturizer. You're dealing with both things you would in a moisturizer. You have your actives and your antioxidants and your humectants. You just don't have the emulsifiers. No need. So layer one, then the other. Hydrate on the skin is going to buffer any irritation from the retinol. I talked about this, I think, in the retinol video a few weeks ago, without diluting the side effects. 2, if you have a cream, you can put the retinol, again, use the retinol oil like a booster and put it directly into the cream. Like you could put it directly into the performance cream and apply that. That way, it's just a booster. You're not necessarily diluting the product, and you're using it every night. So, again, skin doesn't, yes, it's important to get actives to the skin, but with, like I said, I see everybody every day who has a broken down barrier, irritation, and redness. Chances are maybe they shouldn't put the active directly on the skin. Having a little bit of a barrier to entry helps. Just food for thought. 2, if you have a broken down barrier, things you should do. You're going to want to lay off exfoliants and retinols and a lot of acidic products for a while. Chances are the broken down barrier is from over exfoliating, so you do need to go, and the skin is going to naturally exfoliate, so you don't have to worry about that. Your first concern should be building up the barrier. So don't worry, don't even try to be like exfoliating once a week. Just let it build itself up. Gentle cleansing, no washcloth, flannelling, no aciding, no retinol. Like, let the skin heal. The skin has to heal. You have to strengthen the skin back up to then start lightly peppering the things in again and strengthening the skin up using acids and retinols. But you sort of have to build it up to then, not build it back down, but to then strengthen it with the acids and retinols by going in gently and once in a while, because chances are your barrier's broken down from doing, like, right out of the gate, every day, every night, twice a day, whatever. So you're gonna wanna look for things like certain types of peptides, plant oils, butters even. This is a time where shea butter is gonna be great for the skin. Humectants, hyaluronic acid. Again, hyaluronic acid is not like an alpha hydroxy acid, so separate that. I should just say sodium hyaluronate at that point. Soothing botanicals, things that are gonna help take down the redness, things that are gonna hydrate the skin, things that are gonna build the barrier back up. Ceramides are great. So you have your omegas, your fatty acids, your plant oils, your antioxidants, your humectants, aloe, glycerin, shea butter, peptides, ceramides. Those are the types of ingredients. cleansers, I would prefer people to just be rinsing, almost treating it like I talked about a second ago with the rosacea prone skin. Almost treat your skin like that. So stop with the muslin and the washcloth and use a gentle cleanser that you can use with lukewarm water and just simply rinse off. Again, you don't want to create any friction or irritation on a skin with a broken down barrier that already has a ton of irritation and sensitivity and inflammation on the skin. Great mask, hydrating mask, not clay mask. Avoid clay masks. But really baby and nourish and protect and treat it almost like a rosacea prone skin, really reducing any heat, any sensitivities. Lay off getting any types of regular facials unless the facialist is really skilled and working on rebuilding that barrier and not doing acid peels or anything crazy that they would in a facial. And within a bit, you'll start to see that. But once it starts like lightly getting there, don't jump right back on the bandwagon with tons of acids and tons of retinols, because it's the same cycle. And I've seen that many a times. So be good about that. Less scrubbing, etc., etc. Okay, one more, I think. Okay, so this person has heard myself and Narada talk about surface dryness. And they believe they have surface dryness but an oily skin type, which is actually very common because it's easy to have that surface dryness by using too foaming of a cleanser, especially with an oily skin. Chances are, oily rich skin, reach for a foaming cleanser. You can't dry up oil because it's coming from within, hormonally, diet, etc. So you are creating that surface dryness on top when the oil is still coming out, but then you're trapping the oil, so then congestion, etc. Which I think is causing congestion and breakouts around my mouth and mainly my forehead. I have used salicylic acid, different, and retinol on rotation. I'm trying not to over-exfoliate. What are your tips to combat this? I also live in a very, very dry environment. I'm afraid of ditching oils, but think they should be my next step. So a few things. Gentle cleanser. Gentle cleanser, again, doesn't have to mean oil or balm cleanser. I have them in my line. I love them, obviously. But if you're an oily skin type, non-foaming gel cleanser that's not going to dry the surface of the skin. So the matinee gel cleanser I'm coming out with is perfect for that. So start there. 2, if you live in a very dry climate, that's again something that's not going to help that surface dryness. Humidifiers are a must any time of the year. Honestly, it's one of the best tricks I can give for saving that surface hydration and keeping that balance of having that nice, juicy, pliable, hydrated layer and not having that dry slate. So a humidifier beyond just winter, all times of the year. You can get ones that are little and sit by your bed that you pop a water bottle in, etc. So those 2 things, gentle non-foaming gel cleanser, humidifier. Yes, you don't want to over-exfoliate. Don't be going crazy with retinol and different and salicylic acid. You will break down your barrier, you will create surface dryness and dehydration, and again, you'll be in the same vicious cycle. You need to use those ingredients, use them once in a while, build up, build up, build up. And when I say build up, I'm talking like 4 to 6 weeks each time you add in a day. It's not you go a week, you feel good, you add another day, you feel good, because then you're gonna go too fast. So it does take time to build up. So that's another thing. But if you have a true oily skin type, I'm not the biggest fan. You don't have to be afraid of oils, but just don't use them all the time. You can find a really nice lightweight cream. You could use the Performance Cream, super nice and lightweight, mixed with the Hydrate facial serum. It's gonna help surface dehydration. It's gonna give you nice moisture and protection without being oily and greasy. Paired with a non-foaming matinee gel cleanser, a humidifier in your room, exfoliation every once in a while, you'll be golden. It's gonna take a while though. It's not, again, over time, not overnight, but you'll be golden. But those were the last remaining questions. Well, those were not the last remaining questions. Those were some follow-up questions to my last Q&A. So I hope you enjoyed that. I don't like this setting because it's nice back here and there's birds flying. I promise there are. I don't know why it's bothering me so much. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you are enjoying your month and I will see you soon. Bye. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the black JS circle down below so we can stay in contact and keep talking. To watch more videos, you can click on the link here or possibly here. Thanks for watching. Bye.